how someone who walks for 95% of the match
95% of the match. Like, damn. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. So we're going to react to why Messi walks 95% of the game. Created by AskWatch. Go to his channel, like and subscribe. I'm kind of like a new football fan, so to be honest, I don't know too much, you know what I'm saying? As you know, like Messi is already like 38, so that will be like one of part of the reasons. Let's see, but let's proceed.
He's 2 or 3 steps ahead of every player on the pitch, and that's why even at this age, he can still be flying past
At 38
players.
years old, bro. He can be my uncle.
When you talk about Messi wandering and walking around, that's okay, but it's all because he knows when to show up.
He's switching the spaces between the players, you know what I'm saying?
Messi is scoring open flow, good IQ, unbelievable finishes, unbelievable goals.
Hat-trick against Lucas Zidane.
Lionel Messi covered only 6.6 kilometers per 90 minutes at the World Cup. 95% of that distance, walking. Mbappe averaged 5.43 kilometers per hour running speed. Ronaldo at 41 covered more ground at a higher average pace than Messi at 39.
And he's 41.
Even Haaland, who walks for 84% of his matches, ran more distance than the man most people call the greatest of all time. And yet Messi was more effective at the World Cup than anyone else.
He got like 8 goals right now.
He broke the record of the most goals ever by a player.
Huh?
He even broke the record of the most goals ever by a player, and he did it all while walking. The question isn't whether Messi is good. The question is how someone who walks for 95% of the match can be the most decisive player at the biggest tournament in football.
95% of the match. God, like, damn. Cut. We back, let's go. Okay.
Take a look at this moment. What do you think happens next after that pass? If
he got a like one pass touch.
you were just watching football for the very first time, studying Messi might confuse you because really all he does is walk the entire game, even when he loses possession. But why is that? Well, to answer that, first you have to understand what Messi doesn't do. Messi is not the kind of player that presses the opposition's build-up well, at least not like he used to. He doesn't make recovery runs to help the midfield. He doesn't sprint into channels to stretch the back line.
I mean,
he averages 4.58 kilometers per hour running speed, the lowest of any star forward at this World Cup. In fact, he's only made 69 sprints across the tournament. Mbappe has 109.
Damn!
Ronaldo, who's older, had 97. Even Haaland, who everyone criticizes for disappearing, has 81. Out of 618 outfield players with at least 90 group stage minutes, Messi ranks 618th in distance covered per 90. Dead last. Fewer
Damn, he got 8 goals with that.
Meters than centre-backs,
I don't know, bro. You tell me
midfielders,
secrets.
even some goalkeepers who came up for corners. His SOFA score rating in touches, duels and defensive contributions was lower than forwards who haven't scored half his goals. By almost any metric that isn't goals or assists, Messi lost to his direct competitors. And yet, he had the highest goal tally at the entire World Cup. To understand why, you have to forget what modern football expects from an elite attacker.
Okay, you tell me, bro. You tell me.
Modern football demands that forwards work without the ball, in fact. It's the highlight of the insults guys like Haaland and Ronaldo receive all game. They expect them to press the opposition's build-up, participate in construction, be the first defensive link for the team.
So that's not like the beautiful game you expected to see, you know what I'm saying?
Mbappe has the highest volume of shots per game and runs per game than any forward in the World Cup. He was the most active, the most involved, the one who sought the ball in every phase of play. His speed covered grounds in both directions, attacking transitions and defensive recoveries. Haaland does it differently, but still contributes off the ball. His movement creates space. His presence pins defenders. Even when he's not touching the ball, he's affecting the structure of the opposition's shape. Even Ronaldo at 41 participated more in build-up than Messi. He did everything expected of a modern forward, yet still failed to drag Portugal forward.
Damn. One thing though, his teammates were like not really helping him, Ronaldo, you know what I'm saying?
Messi doesn't do any of that. Messi walked across the pitch while his teammates built.
Yeah,
he disappeared for entire
that's
minutes.
weird, bro.
He touched the ball at a rate that would make you think the match has nothing to do with him. In fact, if you tuned in against Egypt in the round of 16 in the early parts of the game, there were stretches where Messi stood completely still while Argentina recycled possession around him. De Paul running, McAllister pressing, Enzo Fernandez winning duels.
It was like, I saw that game, it's like Messi was only standing and all the teammates were helping to like defend and pressure all the things.
And Messi stood in the centre circle like a man waiting for a bus. People saw this version of Messi and decided he was getting too old. In fact, they said he was a liability. But if that's true, if Messi really is just a passenger now, then how do you explain what happened next against Egypt?
He scored a tying goal, I think.
Against Egypt, Argentina were losing 2-0 in the 67th minute. Messi had already missed a penalty. The defending champions were minutes away from the biggest upset in World Cup history. And then, in the span of 4 minutes, Messi decided the game was his. In the 79th minute, Messi floats across from the right side. Christian Romero rises above the Egyptian defense.
Look at that cross, man. Perfect to Romero's head.
And heads it in. 2-1. 83rd minute, chaos in the Egyptian box.
In the box.
The ball breaks to Messi and he doesn't hesitate. A first-time strike, in off the crossbar, 2-2. And then in the 2nd minute of stoppage time, Enzo Fernandez headed in Lautaro's cross, 3-2.
What a header, bro.
Argentina became the first team in World Cup history to win a knockout match in regulation after trailing by 2 goals in the 75th minute.
Damn, bro.
That wasn't an accident. It was the same pattern Messi repeats match after match.
It's like he's standing in the box trying to like take advantage of the mistakes of the opponent, you know what I'm saying?
Tournament after tournament. He doesn't walk because he's tired. He doesn't walk because he doesn't care. He walks because his way of operating is fundamentally different from any other elite forward in the world. To the untrained eye, he's too tired to track back. But what Messi does on the pitch while he walks is what the eye doesn't see in the highlights. Reading the space.
Trying to find a space. Like, he's placed that, and the age is perfect, like, fit, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be, like, run into the whole game, you know what I'm saying?
Identifying where the ball will arrive before anyone else knows. Positioning himself in the exact zone without activating the tracking mechanisms that running players trigger. But don't take my word for it. Listen to Guardiola.
He's working the ball. That is what I like the most. He's not out of the game. He's involved. He's moving his head. Right, left.
Oh,
right.
He's like analyzing the game. Okay.
And he knows exactly what's going to happen, but his head is always like this. He's not running, but he's always watching what happened. After 15 minutes, he have the map in his eyes and his brain.
Here's the tactical key that explains everything. A defender is trained to instinctively follow an attacker who runs. It's an automatic response. Movement activates tracking. When an attacker walks, when he appears to have removed himself from the play, that mechanism relaxes. The defender doesn't cancel the mark entirely, but he softens it. He assumes the danger is somewhere else. And in the moment the ball enters the final third, Messi is already where he needs to be, a half a step ahead of the defender who wasn't fully committed to following him.
Because the defender expected like he would be only like walking around and not like automatically run to the goal and score a goal, you know what I'm saying? God damn.
With just enough space to receive, turn and create before anyone can correct the error. The last 2 players to score, complete 5+ dribbles and create 5+ open play chances in a single World Cup match were Messi in 2026 and Diego Maradona against Belgium in 1986.
Another Argentinian. Oh my goodness.
86. That's not a declining player. That's a player who's learned to contribute only when it matters and to disappear completely when it doesn't. The energy he doesn't spend for 85 minutes, he concentrates into the 5 minutes that actually decide games. But walking only works if the system allows it. So how did Argentina build an entire team around letting their captain stand still?
Because the teammate, you know what I'm saying? You're willing to sacrifice for him, bro. This will probably be the Messi last World Cup, I think. Oh, shoot. Cut. Yes, sir, we're back. Let's go. Chapter 3.
Messi doesn't walk in just any system. He walks in a system explicitly built around his conservation. At Manchester City, Guardiola builds a system around Haaland. Rodri, Ryan Cherky and Doku construct. Haaland waits. The work of 10 players has one objective. Find Haaland in the right position at the right moment.
So he can finish, pop, you know what I'm saying?
At Barcelona, while he orchestrated the core of the most dominant side in the world, that team was built for him to walk around. Argentina did the same thing with Messi at the 2022 World Cup, but even more extremely. In that tournament, Rodrigo de Paul handled the pressing. Alexis McAllister controlled the tempo. Enzo Fernandez won the duels and transitions. Between them, they covered the ground Messi couldn't. They did the running. They protected him from the physical demands that would break a 35-year-old body across a 7-game tournament.
Messi, I would do everything for you. You just play the game, Messi. You just play the game.
Lautaro
that's
Martinez
crazy, bro.
makes the runs up front. His movement stretches defenses. His presence creates the chaos that opens pockets of space. And when those pockets appear, Messi's already standing in them. The system didn't ask Messi to run. It asked Messi to be available at the exact moment the ball enters the danger zone. Everything else, the pressing, the defending, the transition work, belongs to the 10 other players who still have the legs for it. Scaloni understood that early and reaped the rewards in 2022.
That way he always stand in the box to like find opportunities.
And also pulled off their insane 2026 performance as well with that blueprint. At 39, Messi can't do everything he used to.
Of course,
he can still do the things that actually win matches, create chances, find passes nobody else sees, and score decisive goals in decisive moments. So Scaloni stopped asking him to do the rest. That connection shows in the numbers. Messi has been by far the best player in the 2026 World Cup. He was one of the top in goal involvement. He scored in 9 consecutive World Cup appearances, a record no man or woman ever achieved.
And that only working the game for like 90% of the game, bro. It's unhuman, bro.
The system didn't protect Messi so he could walk less. It protected him so that when he walked, he arrived exactly where he needed to be. But there's still one question the critics keep asking. Can Messi actually deliver when the stakes are highest?
Big games answer.
There's a question analysts have been asking about Messi for years. Can he still perform in the biggest matches? The answer club football gave was ambiguous. Champions League knockouts where he disappeared for stretches. Finals where he couldn't drag Barcelona over the line. Matches where the genius vanished and the criticism wrote itself. The World Cup 2026 has given us a different answer. Not because Messi has changed, but because the World Cup's biggest stage is paradoxically the environment that best suits his current style of play.
How? Is it like it would be more hard to like play in the World Cup like with a high level? I don't understand.
Matches where defensive tension is at its maximum, where spaces are minimal, where a single moment decides whether you go home or advance. That's exactly the environment where the forward who touches the ball least becomes the most dangerous. Because in a match where space is a luxury, the player who knows exactly where that space will appear before it exists has an advantage that no amount of running can compensate for. Messi now has the most World Cup goals, more than Pele, more than Ronaldo, more than Klose, Müller, Mbappe, or any player in the history of the tournament. The big game doubt is dead. Messi killed it himself. But the numbers reveal something even stranger, something that shouldn't be possible.
Let's see. I don't know. We'll see. What's impossible?
The numbers say out of 618 outfield players at the 2026 World Cup with 90-plus group stage minutes, Messi ranks 618th in distance covered and first in goals. That's not a coincidence. That's the most extreme example of footballing intelligence the sport has ever seen. While 617 other professional athletes were sprinting across pitches, burning energy on runs that led nowhere, Messi was conserving every ounce of his 39-year-old body, positioning himself precisely where the ball would arrive when it mattered most.
Damn.
Pace and stamina can be coached. Reading the geometry of a football pitch 6 seconds before everyone else cannot. What Messi does while standing still is process information at a rate that no amount of running can replicate. He sees the...
His brain is another level, bro. He's too smart, you know what I'm saying? He read a lot of plays, give like the passes. Oof.
I
noticed from his game.
He knows where the defender will move before the defender decides. He positions himself in spaces that only become valuable 3 or 4 moves later. That kind of decision making can't be replaced by work rate, and it can't be taught to players who don't already have it. Messi walks because walking gives him the cognitive space to process what running players miss. The game slows down for him because he's not spending mental energy on physical output. At 39,
he's spending energy on right here, bro. Tough.
That trade-off makes perfect sense. Sacrifice the kilometers, keep the brain. Every time you've seen Messi walking around the pitch while the match played out around him, hopefully you never changed the channel. That walk had a very specific destination, and when he arrived, the opposing goalkeeper didn't have the time to react either.
While
the world debates whether Messi can still perform at the highest level, he just became the all-time leading scorer in World Cup history. At 39 years old, walking for 95% of the match, first in goals, last in running. That's not decline, that's the perfection of efficiency.
Maybe he I see age he's changed a little bit of his play style so he can suit more into the modern football. Using more his brain and less pressing, you know what I'm saying? That maybe one of the reasons he kind of failed in PSG because the system doesn't fit him. Yo, amazing video from Aswatch, bro. Go to the channel, subscribe, man. Yo, comment what should I rank next. Thank you for watching until here. See you next video. Take care. Bye bye.